everybody. How y'all doing today? This evening? What a gorgeous day. I'm going to sit here for a moment and just watch. I needed this. Thank you for sharing. Oh, you're welcome. It's really good to see you, my beautiful sisters. But same to you, Phoenix. Same to you, Shakira. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I just say, let me hit the live button and take y'all out in the garden with me today while I harvest my mustard greens. And they growing at a rapid rate, so at least once a week I got to come and harvest them. And this how much mustard greens we harvest from the garden today. I mean, cold as the dick is. My hand's so cold I can't even type right now. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, because here in Florida, I must say, it feel like it's about it feel like it's probably right now I feel like it's almost 80 degrees out here right now. It literally feels like I'm about to bust a sweat. Is what I feel like right about now. Well, I got these right here, even though I already gave my chickens some of what I plucked from here. But I'm about to go and give them these little bit of leaves I have. That's why y'all hear I'm making all of that noise, because they know I'm in the garden and I'm picking stuff. So they making all this noise, and they gonna swell like they act like they don't never get nothing to eat or whatever when it come down to this right here. They swear they don't get nothing. And that's just some of them. Hey, Korean. They savages. We will be in single digit wind chill by this evening. Man, I'm telling you, it's so hot here right now. I'm telling you, I'm about to sweat. I'm about to sweat being out here. Yes, it is not. And here in Florida, it ain't cold at all. Korean, what? Think again? Absolutely. That's what we raise them for. We got a lot of them. Those are just the baby ones. The ones that I incubated recently. That I was giving those to. The other ones had something already. Um, but yes, we get plenty of eggs and everything for them. And welcome, welcome. Hey, Coffee, how you doing today? Thank you for coming through. Well, Korean, what they do is they play football with everything that you give to them. They act like they having a football game or something. And I think it don't be that they be hungry or no nothing. It's like they showing off like who got the most this, that, or the other. And that's just how they act all the time. They don't really be wanting that stuff. They don't really be wanting it. They got show off spirits. That's what the chickens do. But yes, we definitely. I don't just have the chickens for eggs. Oh, we got them for a whole bunch of different reasons. We got them to get the chicken poop from them, to fertilize our garden that's here. Let me just walk around this way and show y'all there. I got a lot of green in my garden like I like it to be. But and you know, up there too. Yep, up there too. So we use them for fertilizing eggs and process them for meat. So yeah, we use our chickens for a whole bunch of different things. Yeah, Korean, those the ones that we incubated that I just showed you in that one pen right there. That's exactly why the eggs they produce be so good because of their diet. Yeah, they definitely eat good. And yeah, they definitely eat good. But let me show y'all. Yeah, it is really hot. Thank you very much, Phoenix. I'm gonna show y'all my tomatoes and what they doing. See, I got two nice ones. Even in this winter or cold weather or whatever it's supposed to be, cause it ain't really like no winter here. But anyways, it's close. It looks like my kids and their friends fighting over the last piece of cornbread. Shakira, it be like that, girl. It be like that. But look at here, I got all stages. This the biggest tomato that I have on here right now. Let me take you to the next size. That's the next biggest one that I have. And then look at these little, let me let it focus in. Look at those little bitty tiny ones that's coming in. So it's so many tomatoes. And that's just showing you one plant. But I will show you over here. It got some little teeny tiny ones coming in right there. Some right there. And the yellow flowers is representation of more that's coming. But you know, grow your thing, grow you some food. Let me show you what else. I'm gonna show you my salad. These my lettuce. Those are Bibb lettuce. Um, these the ones that I was telling y'all the growth of them was stunted. They were staying little, like this one right there. They were staying like that for a long time. Even that one, that's a new baby right there, and it's finally trying to make its move or whatever. But yeah, I got a couple of lettuce, so we got us a salad going out here. If anything, those Brussels sprouts right there. Thank you very much. Um, Let me see what else I can show y'all. But let me hand these to my daughter that loves. She like to wash these and cut them up, and then I'll get y'all. Let me show y'all. Well, let me while I before I do that, I just set it down. Let me show y'all my strawberries that I made from the grocery store. That's those, and it's getting fuller and fuller. I had let them die down, but they popping back out. Um, More there, but look at here. You see that my strawberries got the blooms on it. This is what a strawberry looked like when it first started to come out. That's so pretty to me. I need to take a screenshot of it, but that ain't the only ones right there. Yeah, hey T Sherelle. But like I said to y'all, anybody who interested in making them some stuff that's from the grocery store and you don't quite know what to do with it, you can ask me. I'll tell you. And look at my bell pepper plant. You see those little bitty tiny dots right there? Those are what the bell peppers start out looking like from the beginning. And I cut a bell pepper open last week. And look, I throwed the seeds in there. You see one of the bell pepper seeds hanging on to the tip of the plant. And now they growing all over the place in here. And I ain't doing nothing to them. I ain't doing nothing to them. I just open it up. And what if you just take and throw your seeds down on the ground in a spot where you don't never do nothing in it and it just start to grow food like that and you was thinking that you had to do a whole bunch of work. I'm just telling you, throw your seeds down on the ground and let them do what they do. But y'all, this finna be This tree right here is a tree that fell during the storm, and it's finally getting cut down piece by piece. But it went all the way across to there. And right here in this area where one of my bins done been freed up, I had something growing in that last year or so like that right there. But in this area right here, I'm about to make another garden bed going all the way across from there to, let me show y'all about how long it's gonna be growing. Hey, growing with Hudson. I'm gonna show y'all the garden bed gonna go from there to, ooh, that's pretty long. I didn't think it was that long, but I was gonna be walking that long. And I'm gonna make it to go right here. Don't stop there. And that's my star fruit tree. But since I'm up this way already, let me just go ahead and give y'all a garden tour. That's one of my mango trees that my children or either my grandchildren planted. Banana tree with the bananas on it. See my bananas? All those bunches of bananas. I think that one probably got like 6 bunches of bananas on it. Where the other banana? It's another bunch over more. There's another bunch of bananas right there growing. Yep. And this one right here, this is air layer from off of one of my adult mango trees. And it's been planted for a year, so this year it's gonna put out it tried to get some blooms on it last year, but they fell off. And see those blooms on it right there? So this year it should have mangoes on it and it should hold on to them. This here is my lemon tree. Okay. And this right here is one of my. Yes, I did. I went past one. Let me not skip past it because I told y'all that I got several. This is a pomegranate tree. Remember what I said? My kids ate the pomegranate. I cut it up. The kids ate it, and we spit the seeds in one place and just sprinkled them down in a pot and pressed them down in there. And then it came out with, that's one of them. So you don't know if you can grow this stuff or not unless you try. That's another mango tree. One of my grandchildren or my children ate and put it there. That's another pomegranate. Another pomegranate tree. This right here is a lemon seed that I planted. I seen somebody wrote the other day that you can't plant a lemon seed and grow a tree from it. Well, I planted a lemon seed and then this is what came up right here. It may not look all that good or whatever, but it's still there. It don't mean it ain't no tree. This is another air layer that we took off of the big mango tree. We was successful at doing 2 of them. And you see it got blooms. Focus. It got blooms, plenty of blooms on it. And which is why I'm telling you all that this year I'm expecting probably about 3,000 mangoes this year. That's sugar cane, purple sugar cane that we started. I started in a different place. And this right here is my ruby red grapefruit tree. This here is my main girl right here, my sugar cane. That's the mother. That's the mother right there where I get everything from her. And I don't, you're supposed to harvest it or whatever, but I like the little hairy hairs that's up at the top of it. So I kind of like I kind of like to let it grow the little hairs up to the top because I think they look so pretty when they grow like that. Um, there's another mango tree. It's a baby, but they growing everywhere. Here we have I call them Chinese plums. Me too, T. Sherelle. I love a ruby red grapefruit, but let me tell you something. Here in Florida, back in the days, you used to can get all kind of fruit off the trees and stuff like that. And you ain't never worried about them ones because the grapefruits and stuff in the grocery stores be tasting a little bit funny, and the oranges and stuff too, especially when you grow up here in Florida. Like what a real fresh orange or a grapefruit or whatever, how it tastes. It tastes different when you go in the stores. But I call this a Chinese plum tree. Some people call them loquats or something like that, but that's what I call it, Chinese plum tree. We waiting on. Hopefully, it's gonna fruit. It's gonna fruit this year. Um, Here over here, I got my green beans, and you see it's time for me to pick some off. I picked some off last week, um and they filling back up again. But these my green beans right here. um and let me see, we was having a discrepancy about what this is right here because I thought I planted sweet peas. I'm not sure what they is. They either sweet peas, snow peas, or snap peas. um I don't care what they is. I'm gonna act like they sweet peas, and we just gonna bust them down. But I only say that because I never seen them grow these little the purple flowers um on them, and they so pretty too. I never seen these grow on my sweet peas before, so that's why I say I don't know which one this is, but they already growing. And let me take out one of them. I'm gonna take out one, pick one off. I'm gonna pick one off, and I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna show it to you. Let me see. I picked one off of the plant, and let me see. Let me get y'all situated. I'm gonna open this one up and show y'all what it looked like on the inside. See there? That's what it looked like on the inside. So I even said, whether it's a sweet pea or not, they gonna eat them like they sweet peas. And the only person that really, really loves sweet peas like that is my husband. So as long as he don't know the difference in them, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. Our fire pit that's empty now. Done burnt all the wood up off of it. Let me say I got one more. Um, I don't lost count of how many mango trees I done showed y'all, but this is my yellow mango tree. I don't know the names of none of the rest of them, but you see how many blooms this mango tree has on it. I mean, it is loaded. Thank you. You say, but love her pineapple. She's growing. Uh-huh. Let me go back and see what you're saying. Yes, a real orange tastes delicious. My sister said that the state of Florida came and removed the orange trees from her yard. They still be doing like little things like that where they come through and they be coming to check your trees and stuff to see like if you got any kind of bugs or something like that. To see, we ain't got no thing hanging in our tree. They used to come around a lot and like try and put stuff in there, but they don't do it. They haven't done it recently. So, but this is this my mango tree. We call her Shalissa. She named after my sister because I got this mango. She had a tree in her yard But I got a mango from off of her tree, and then we planted it in the yard, and that's what it grew. And this the tree right here had like 1,000 mangoes on it last year. So we expecting her to do the same thing again this year. And now I'm gonna take y'all this way and show y'all this one. This big mama right here. This the this the tree right here that we got the air layers off of it. You see, we cut it down to the bottom and took the limbs from off of the bottom. That's what we had wrapped them and made them air layers. But this one is also blooming. Um, she up a little bit too tall, so I can't really show you. Um, I can't really show you like what she got going on there. This right here is an apple tree. That's an apple tree. Growed it from the grocery store. This right here is a peach tree. Growed it from the grocery store. um, this right here is the rolled oats from my chicken feed. But anyways, and this is a different kind of mango tree right here. It's actually two different ones. Also got blooms on it. So there you have it. Um, let's see. Now we back. We don't walk the circle. I ain't show y'all the pineapples. All of my pineapples grow from the grocery store. That's how we started them. And then once we started them, we took them and twisted the top off and planted them in here. And it's just inside of some mulch. No soil in there, just mulch. And then they all grew like this right here. And every time we get another head off of a pineapple that we grow, we just replant it again. And obviously there is no more room in that bed, so now we done started to plant them in this bed right here. And see, I'm on 2 acres. There is another mango tree right there. And I'm gonna say we ain't walked back here in a very long time. Just like, let me see how I can get through, because the grass ain't been cut here in a little bit. So we gonna see if I get, and then I might turn back around and say, oh hell no, I ain't taking y'all back here. Cause y'all know I don't be playing around with no snakes and stuff like that. I be kicked out of these. I only got on set flip flops too. But we'll walk out back here and see what we got going on. But in this area right here, this is what we used to have last season. Remember, the other garden was here that I walked away from, and I let all of the stuff die. Plant my field of sunflowers is gonna be there this year. And what I think I was just going over it with my daughter yesterday and telling her that I would y'all over there, and then on this side I'm gonna do some okra. I showed them to y'all and I ain't have them on. And Miss Coffee, put your boots on. I'll tell you on everything. The day that she told me to put my boots on, I put them boots on, and that's the same day that I was standing there and the snake was by my foot. I was like, thank God Miss Coffee told me, girl, put your boots on. Where your boots at? Why you gonna buy them and then don't? But this is my soursop tree. Back here in the back, die down. But we gonna get back to her. She look good. She got ladybugs on there, which is good, I guess. But that's the one fruit tree. I don't know what that is right there. I have no clue. And in this area right here, I had at one point I had what you call them loofahs was growing on this last year. You know, again, which I let them die down or whatever. But yeah, it just looked like it looked like I just left and walked away from everything back here right about now. Hey T, how you doing? It's big. I have a young soursop in my grow tent. I don't know what to do with it. Growing with Hudson, you need to give me some lessons on it, cause everybody keeps saying, girl, that's a good tree to have right there. A good tree. But I don't know, you know, somebody gifted that to me. And I always, when they give me stuff like that I don't have an interest in yet, um, I let it be known that, I don't want to be disrespectful. I appreciate you for getting stuff and adding to my garden. I really do. And I'm gonna do the best that I can do with it. When I was out here working in this part. See, once I come back out here and start working in this area again, I will start back, taking care of it again. But you know how it be like, out of sight, out of mind. But look back here, I got more pineapples that I had planted back here too, down this right here, and all of this area. Peanuts, we had peanuts growing all in this area. And look, I got that's a plantain, a banana, and another ice cream banana tree over there. And usually it don't have all of this stuff right here growing in it, but when I crank my tiller up for back here in the back again, all of this nonsense stuff will be gone. We had pumpkins planted over here in this area um last year. I walked away from a whole bunch of stuff. And you ain't got no farm unless you got an old forest. And then in the back, in the far back, ice cream banana tree. It just means that I think that it's just like a small variety of a tree. And every time I come back here, I always show y'all Oreo, cause he the only one that got a name. And he like, that's my homeboy right there. Hey Oreo, tell the people hi. Say hey to the people, Oreo. Oh, Lula Moon, you know about an ice cream banana tree? Yeah, I don't know what that necessarily means, but I just think it's like a smaller variety. That was also a plant that was gifted to me um when they did. But tell them hi, Oreo. This is my big boy right here. Oreo weigh about 400 pounds. And we got more of them over there, but I try not to have no connection with them, because when it's time for them to go, I be feeling some type of way. But yeah, we have plenty. Yeah, Mr. Ointment. I be trying not to make a connection to them, because I be all in my feelings and stuff about it. But we got so many areas like that I can grow in and all of that stuff. I ain't even show y'all any of that right there. But yeah, I'm on 2 acres, 2 acres of land. Um, yeah, there's so much to out here, but I'm just waiting for um, the cool weather to go away, because Florida be doing its own thing, like One minute it can be really hot here, and the next minute it can get really cool here. But me, sometimes I get so anxious about planting stuff because I just love to see stuff growing. And I don't want to get anxious right now before it's time because I did that last year and I wasted a whole bunch of seeds and stuff. So I'm gonna do better this year. Just say Oreo dinner in a few weeks. My husband say because he don't like when they throw mud and stuff on him when he go back there to feed him and all that stuff. So he been doing a good job so far because we did have 12 of them. And this we done had them. That's a couple of times that we done had them. Okay, so we done walk back up this way where we at to the garden that I'm tending to right now in this time. And then we gonna go up the stairs to this part of the garden. Yeah, just hang on just 1 second. Let me get these musky greens. Yeah, you don't know how to open it though? No. Here. You know, thank you. Y'all got the monster today? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we gonna always say Oreo gonna be dinner in a few weeks. Yep, if somebody looking for one, he sure be looking to get rid of them. Okay, up here, I got more lettuce growing up here. I recently planted some carrots and stuff. They coming through. Um, Up here, these green onions, I got them from the grocery store. You know, kept the little part that's at the bottom of it, that's a root, and I replanted them. So, y'all see, they can grow right back, and you can tell I cut them away from here, and then I regrew them. You can do your green onions the same way. More Brussels sprouts in different stages up here. Um, Turnip greens. And I need to come some kind of way these mustard greens snuck theyself up here. But I'm gonna start these cause it's so many of these that I need to come up here and take all the bottom leaves from off of them, um, and everything, and so they can get they growth on. These are more turnip greens. Um, but yeah, I got a lot of greens. These are my broccoli. Some of them didn't make it, that I replanted, and I think because I put too much fertilizer. But some bigger broccolis and you know stuff like that. But I think y'all I done showed y'all the whole entire garden, or at least what I do have growing right now. Those are collard greens. And over there in that little section right there where y'all see them rocks at right there is my daughter is mocking me. So she got her own little garden over there. I think she doing pretty good. She got all she wanted some of the little sprouts and stuff that I created. She take them, well, except for um the carrots. But look at her carrots. Her carrots way bigger than mine. Those are her carrots right there. And she got more carrots over there. But look at her turnip greens and stuff. So, this her mocking her mama growing stuff out in the garden. But ain't that a great way? It say imitation is the best form of flattery. But y'all, I'm gonna show y'all one more time my strawberries because I'm so proud of my strawberries that I grew from the grocery store. And you can do the same thing too. Just look at it. That yellow strawberry eventually turns into the prettiest red strawberry. that you ever want to see. And y'all can do the same thing. You can grow all of this beautiful stuff. Use what you already have, the things you already paid for. All of that good old stuff. you know grow your food. Grow your food. And y'all, another good place to go to get encouragement from is growing with Hudson. Go ahead. Is growing with Hudson. She does a lot. She got growing with Hudson got every seed you need over there. Growing with Hudson. If I ever lose all of my seeds and stuff, I'ma hit you up, girl. I'ma hit you up because I see you over there. I see you over there. You got the United States vault over there with all the seeds. Y'all go over there and check growing with Hudson out. She got she keep it going. I share my garden with y'all from time to time, because it's like my place to come out and be like in my peaceful place and, not really have to talk a whole lot to everybody, but I do like to talk to you and encourage people to grow food. But sometimes I just have to show y'all what we got going on out here in the garden. So yeah, y'all go over and check Growing with Hudson out and see what she got going on. Like, I got a lot of stuff over here, but the things I showed y'all, some of the things, she's knowledgeable about all of those things. And she's like a medicinal type of person, which I need to get into that a little bit more. But I tend to not try and mess with things that I ain't too interested in right now. But it don't stop me from trying to go and learn about it, because how many of us know this world is ever changing? And after a while, what if you ain't able to go to the doctors and stuff and then this stuff that you be getting from your doctors and stuff, what you always see those commercials that say it fix one thing, but whatever you take from the doctor, it always tell up like two or three other things. So if you kind of tired of that type of stuff like that happening to yourself, then you might want to go the medicinal type way, so that you don't have those kinds of issues and stuff to deal with. So you know go over there and check Growing with Hudson out. you know yeah, the natural, yeah, there you go, the natural. The natural route. And y'all already see I'm laying my wood out already to start my other garden bed over there. I will be taking y'all along with me, as I did my other garden bed that I put up there. So, you know, I just wanted to come through and share another part, instead of, being in the house and chatting with y'all all the time. But that is my garden tour for today. And if nobody don't have any questions, can't wait to see your biz. I know once I get it in my mind, and let me tell you something, I said last night that I hope, because I wasn't sure what I was gonna actually do. I said last night on the live, I said, hopefully when I go to sleep tonight, that I'll dream about what it is, how I want my garden bed to turn out. And actually, when I went to bed last night, I literally had a dream of what my garden bed was gonna look like. And even though, I love like wood grain type things, just the natural wood of it. I like when you got all different kinds of wood, and it just make its own pattern or whatever. I love to see stuff like that. So even though this is just going to be a regular old rectangle box, I'm excited to get it, because this the box that I'm going to do my, last year I did my potatoes in pots and stuff like that. But I'm trying to really get it in with my potatoes this year. So I'm going to do my potatoes, and what else did I say? My cucumbers, and possibly some squash and zucchini. I'm not sure of how all I'm gonna do that. I'll probably put my squash and zucchinis in those pots that got the okra in them right now. But it really don't matter. I'll be all over the place, and I'll just be adding and adding and adding stuff to to the whole situation. So long as I'm growing something. Yes, the high class gardeners. High class gardeners. Your garden is a total inspiration. I'm glad to hear you say that, Shakira. Hopefully I'm inspiring some people to, get out there because, gardening ain't the work that everybody think it is, especially when it's your place. When you find out it's a place of peace, um, you can go to your job and you can work all day long. I'm a living witness of it. You can go and work all day long and come back home and go in your garden, and your garden don't feel nothing like the job you just left from. Growing with Hudson, is that accurate? Because people don't really be knowing, that they think that it's a lot of work. Your garden shouldn't be a lot of work. It should be a place of that give you peace. And it's something about touching that soil that it draws negativity from out of you. And it puts all positive energy on the inside of you. So if you're a person that's a lot of stuff is stressing you out or whatever, you know how when you a little kid or whatever, and you go out there and you can just sit down in the dirt and you can play with the dirt forever and a day, put it all over your legs and everything like that. And especially if you grew up and you had a parent that used to tell you you can't play in the dirt or no none of that stuff like that. Go back to your childhood and dig in that dirt and go ahead and play with it. You see what my fingernails look like right now? They'll be clean later on, but um I love everything about it. I can come out here and have gloves on, and I can promise you on everything before it's all over with. As long as I ain't ran across no worm or nothing like that, I'm gonna be out here digging with naked hands, all up in the dirt. It's just something, man. It's something so amazing. Um, so amazing about it. So if you didn't get your playtime in when you was a little kid digging in the dirt, go ahead and get it in right now. Go ahead, touching the ground and the dirt, putting your feet in the ground. Now let me tell you something, Shakira. That's why I draw the line at. That's why I draw the line at. For whatever reason, honey, I cannot walk, not even in the house, without no shoes on. I cannot stand. If I walk around with no shoes on my feet, let me tell you something. I will be a person that I'll be in the house with a broom in my hand all of the time. I cannot stand the feel of sand on the bottom of my foot. I cannot stand it. And just even thinking about it right now is sending a chill up my spine. I cannot do it. Now, my hands, I go ahead and get it on in. But I wonder, it probably would be so amazing if I could walk out here with none of that. With Yeah, but you know what, I'm getting the creeps just even thinking about being out here barefoot. You're grounding yourself. You are connecting yourself to with positive energy. Who maybe one of these days, and I ain't gonna even claim that no more because I done been through enough hard days as it is. But I'm gonna think about that the next time I have a hard time. And Shakira, if you see me on here, going through something else or whatever, remind me to go and connect my feet to the ground. Cause sometimes if things be wacky enough, I'm be willing to try anything to get rid of the negative. So Shakira, the next time you see me going through something or you hear about me going through something, tell me, go connect your feet to the earth system, and I'm gonna listen to you. You probably make me laugh because what I was talking about. I even have fake nails, and I love digging my nails into the dirt. I know that's right, Phoenix. It's just something about it. It's so and I didn't in the beginning. I didn't pay attention to it, but it's like now, like everything that I'm doing, everything that bothers me, yeah, it's I feel I'm very connected to it. Every little thing, just even like a few minutes ago, something so simple. And I know my husband probably be like, I'm tired of you talking about me on your videos or whatever, but I have to, it is what it is, whatever be on my mind. But just a few minutes ago, like he had like a little tool or something that was sitting on top of my compost thing, and he was like, um, "Give me that give me that pliers or whatever it was that he said it was." And it was something inside of me that like it made my blood boil. And used to, it never offended me before. Um, that and I guess it's because I have a new standard in this season of my life. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't say anything, but it sent something up my spine that it just was like I never paid attention to it before, but it's like in this season in my life, it's like everything is a lot louder, and like I'm just paying attention to other things in my life, and I'm just like, um, I got the thing and I handed it to him, and then I walked away from him. I didn't say anything else. And then he said something. He said something to me, and I was just like, mm-hmm. And just, walked away. Just, not really like went into that place of where like I'm mute or whatever. But it's like I felt that with everything in me, and at the moment I should have took the opportunity to say please or whatever it was that I was feeling. So I missed that opportunity, but I know God gonna bring it back around again. Cause God is like that. He like a God of grace that whatever it is that you're going through, if you don't pass it that time and He's making you more and more aware of these things that be happening to you, He'll bring you back to it. It ain't like if you go to school or something and you fail the test, they'll give it to you a second time, and they probably won't give it to you a third time if they give it to you the second time. If you fail, you just failed it. God ain't like that right there. So at least in my experience. So I know that even now I'm speaking it out loud and saying that this is what happened today. Because I'm speaking it out to you all, it will never come back around again. And I don't speak up and say something about it. No matter how big or how small, it doesn't, to somebody else, it may sound like it's so petty, but if you've walked in my shoes and you know that these are some of the things that you've been letting people get by with because your standards for yourself is so low. You can have respect for everybody else in that way. Even with my kids, whenever I ask them to do something, I always say please. If they bring me something, I always tell them thank you, or whatever. Everybody wants to be respected. So I'm good at respecting other people, but a lot of people ain't good at respecting me. So, you know, just I don't know. Somebody else probably need to hear that. Crazy because I cannot walk in my house bare feet either, but I can walk in the grass. Yeah, I gotta try. Let me tell you something. It's been forever and a day since my feet touch the ground. I done got so bad with it that even when I be outside in the garden, I used to walk around out here without no socks on, but now even I have on socks to put an extra barrier because especially when I'm wearing like the flip flops or whatever. Sometimes I put my boots on, and do it like that. But yeah, but you have sand under your grass also. You need to come to Wisconsin. Everybody been talking to me about Wisconsin lately. I guess that do sound like a place that I need to come visit. I got you, my girl. All right, dear Shakira. All right, dear. I hear you. You're not tolerating low vibration. Nope. It's getting harder for me. It used to be easy for me to just like take it, and that. And then too, I also have to take accountability because I've been letting him slide with doing it for so long that to him he don't know. Hell, he think he talking the same way he been talking. The only thing is he just don't know. It just make every time I think I'm getting a little bit closer to things getting back on the right track with him, is something else happens that say, oh hell no. And those little things actually just like that, is that it's like I'm taking 2 steps forward and then I take 3 steps back. So essentially between me and him is like the shit is going nowhere. It's like We right back in the same place. Is it a comfortable thing for me? Nope, but I can't ignore my feelings anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it. So, I've been putting other people above me for so long that now it's just like, girl, I ain't got it no more. I ain't got it. Yeah, and I said that a year ago on one of my shorts through tears. It was just like I don't have it anymore. I was like when I people can talk to me all day long and they can get comfort from me, but then when I get ready to talk to somebody, it's like I ain't I can't be heard. It just goes right back to that thing what my mama used to say. Um, Girls ain't supposed to be seen. They supposed to be heard. They ain't supposed to be heard. They supposed to be seen. So if you telling, I feel like if you telling a girl that they ain't supposed to be heard, they supposed to be seen. Then if nobody can hear you talking, then what are all the things you willing to do for you to be seen? So like it's a lot of that. And listen, I just have to say it the way I'm feeling it right now. The way a lot of things that they used to say to us back in the days, none of that shit don't work for me. It's crazy. Girls ain't supposed to be heard. They supposed to be seen. Is that why a lot of these girls out here, all they do is they shaking their ass for everybody and doing all this extra stuff that they be doing? Because they done been told you ain't supposed to be heard, you supposed to be seen. It's like, come on. And then that other saying, what goes on in this house should stay in this house. All of that stuff right there, I'm telling you, for me, it probably work for you and your family. But for me, all of that stuff I can go back to, and it's like I want to throw a glass plate at it and just break it up because all of them sayings and stuff right there had me in nothing but bondage with stuff I should have been telling. I should have been telling on somebody, or at least I should have been able to go and say it to one of my parents or something, or an adult or something. But girls ain't supposed to be heard; they supposed to be seen. And so I just want people to think about the things that they be telling their kids and stuff. Um, Sis, and I say our give shit is broken. Oh, okay, Lula, I like that. I like that. It's broken. Me giving a shit is broken. I don't. I just don't even. I don't care anymore. Right now, it's like, um, I'm with myself. It's like you don't have. Nobody has to like what I'm doing. Cause really, I'm by myself right now. I get the occasional visits from my kids and everything like that. But it's like I've always said. Well, I haven't said in the beginning, but towards the middle of me and my husband's marriage, I told him, I say, you won't keep on. And I'm telling you, there's something in me that feels like I'd rather live under a bridge in my car. And I put that shit on everything. I'm gonna just say it like that. I put that shit on everything. I'd rather live in my car up under a bridge than to be with somebody unhappy for the rest of my life. And I'm telling you, this last 7 months, it hasn't been very, very comfortable, but honey, I'm getting more and more comfortable every day with me giving a shit is broken. I'm telling you. And it is sometimes before I get ready to say certain things that I'm ready, I do have consideration for him and everything. I still have love for him, but I'm not in love with him, if you understand that there's a difference. But um I do consider him, but it's almost like, nah, I need to get out of me what's inside of me. And I've tried talking to him for years and years and years and years and years. We've been together for 26 years now. And after a while, you don't, when you know somebody's deaf and you keep talking to them, but they don't hear, they don't hear what you're saying. After a while, you give up talking to them. You know, they even say a baby that cries a whole lot and he doesn't, there's no response to them crying. After a while, they'll give up crying because, you know, nobody's answering to them. So, you know, I done talked and talked enough to him and told him all the ways that I feel. And so now it's like you put the puzzle pieces together and you figure out what the hell wrong with me because I ain't willing to tell you no more, you know, unless you come to me asking me. And if you ask me, you may not like what I have to say. And at that point, my give up, what you say, Lulu, my give a shit is broken. So it just is what it is. It really is. Made my day to see your sweet face laughing. I thank you. I appreciate you for helping me get that laugh in. And OMG, been telling my hubby and sis about that bridge thing, and I'm in a wheelchair, but I does not care anymore. Yeah, it's almost like you make them so important or whatever, and then you make them so important that you leave you behind. And I don't care what condition you in, nobody should be running all over you, doing you any kind of way. I had a family member that was incapacitated and treated me like pure D shit, and I was willing to do everything for him. But it didn't matter how nice you were being to them or whatever, but especially when that's where it started off at. That's how they treated you in the beginning. So it is what it is. So it sounds like my current situation ship. It's been 12 years. It's like talking to a brick wall. Yep. And then once you did that for so long, Shakira, you just have to figure out something else that you have to do. You have to make the next step, the next best thing that's for you. What you say, Michael? I seen when you wrote that in there the first time. I saw you did that, and then you retracted your statement. You said where you located? I'm located. You said that ain't what you said the first time. Now that ain't what I seen the first time. You said in an overpriced, in overpriced New York. Nah, I feel ya. A lot of people be saying that they overpriced there. I'm in Orlando, Florida. But they say once we stop talking, then they have a problem because that means ain't no fight left in the. Oh, you better. Hey, Shakira, you better believe it. You better believe it. Just, you know, I always tell people whatever process you're getting ready to go through, nothing changes unless you get uncomfortable. You know, think about it in this way: if you laying in your bed and you land in a comfortable spot, you don't tend to move. It's like, you, this the best old spot ever in the world right here. I'm getting the best old sleep ever. You don't want to change because you're comfortable. But the moment things start getting uncomfortable, you will start to do some things. So don't think you being uncomfortable, because I done showed y'all I've been uncomfortable for a long time. But I'm telling you that uncomfortableness is pushing me somewhere. So don't get up and expect yourself to be comfortable. Just keep getting up and moving to another day and knowing that something needs to change. And so that uncomfortableness will get you to the place of change. But to say once we stop talking, yeah, okay then. For real, Shakira, starting this year, I'm no longer casting pearls before swine. Okay, okay, keep your pearls around your neck, Lulu. Put my work in words on lock. Oh, don't even waste it, because it's like a waste of time, especially when you got the recordings is there. You just saying the same thing over and over and over again. So after a while, you know, you stop talking and you just, you know, you keep your words to yourself. You know, I've had little spurts of um silence sometimes speaks louder than words. Honey, I done been through all of those situations where um my silence has spoke louder than my words was, and I underestimated like the power of it. But I'm learning. I really am learning. Like all of the things that I feel like I felt like I've said everything everything, but I have not been heard. I've been falling on deaf ears, and then like things that hurt me or make me cry or whatever like that, I get picked on for those things, which is one of the things that I told y'all when I first said, "Hey, Tashana." There it is. I love to say my loving to say my own name. Hey, Tashana girl. But you're saying things, and then when you get the response that you get, maybe it may cause a tear or something to fall out your eyes, and then you get picked on or whatever about the tear that you dropped out of your eye. And so then it's like it make you want to go back to that place again, because that been happening to me all my life. I've never been able to cry. So when I first came on the YouTube, I came on here crying about every damn thing. Everything is like and it did not feel good, because let me tell you something. I cry when I get mad. When I'm if I get mad and I'm crying, you better believe that I'm ready to do something that not probably that I know I should not do. But at that moment, that's one of them that's one of those moments where my me giving a shit is broken. It just is like that. And so my tears have been healing to myself. I've never been able to do that. And then for me to get married, and then when I cry, and then my husband says stuff like, oh hell, here we go with that damn crying again, or something like that right there. But I also know that for those of you all who be in situations like that, where you have somebody like pick on you, or say different things to you about you crying or whatever, um sometimes it's not saying a whole bunch about you. It is saying something about them, because it does, or it brings up some kind of emotion in them, that you're crying. And you have to think about it. If they feeling that way about you, then probably when they were growing up and stuff, nobody gave a shit about them crying and stuff like that right there. So it's a whole bunch of things go with it. But trust and believe, it's not about you. Like, God gave us tears for something. If he didn't, there would be no reason for them to be there. So don't ever take it and make it about something's wrong with you because you're crying. And if you got a spouse or something, you're a woman, you ain't no man. If you feeling hurt about something, you feel like you like to need to lean on their shoulders, that's one of the things that they're supposed to be there for. That's why they was given the broad shoulders and everything, to carry the weight of the things that they carry and everything like that. And we were put here to nurture. And sometimes the situations that we go through is so heavy, it make it hard for us to nurture anybody else, because we so broken ourselves. You got to love yourself unconditionally. Hey Dana, thank you for coming through, and thank you for writing in the chat. You gotta love yourself unconditionally. Absolutely. That's a whole statement in its own self, Dana. A whole statement in itself. Once you feel your value and understand who you are, you can start living in peace. God dang, Dana, oof. Let me pin the comment right there. So, oof, man, that's a whole word right there. A whole word. A whole word right there. It's always that there is no fight left. It could be that sometimes to win the fight, you have to be strong enough to stop the. Oh my gosh! Everything that y'all saying in here right now is all things that you all are saying it. I have lived it. I have lived it. Yeah, I've lived that. Lula, I'm with you, girl. My brother says I'd rather eat crumbs with a bum than a steak with a ooh, come on, Dr. Seuss. Come on. Yes, I'd rather eat crumbs with a bum than steak with a snake. Oh my gosh. We don't. Okay, Shakira, you already know we don't do the snakes over here. Yes, it's people in real life that show up like those things. Yes, ma'am. Oh gosh, y'all, Hey, we on we on a balance up in here today. I'm giving and y'all giving back to me. Come on, pour into me, chat. You need to learn the lesson or it repeats until you. Dana, I just said that right before you came into it. I know God is a God of grace. If you don't pass that test when it come around that first time, it gonna keep on coming back. So if you in a constant rotation of the same thing happening to you over and over again, go back to the press and be like, okay, this thing keeps happening. What am I getting wrong? Lord, show me what it is that I'm doing wrong so I can pass this test because I'm sick of going through this right here. And it ain't to hurt you or to harm you, it's to build you up that it keeps coming around so that you do something different. And once you start to do that thing that is different, oh my God. Woo. Yeah, so I'll Dana, yeah, thank you. Thank you. So true. Yes. We grow like Tashana. Absolutely. Over here, this the we the high class gardeners over here, and I'm telling you, whatever is going on, I connect my garden to everything. I connect my garden to my life. And when I can see, I don't need people to tell me or know none of that stuff right there. Sometimes people will say it to you and it's confirmation, especially when it coincides with stuff you've already been praying about or thinking about. All of those things. When something is confirmation to you. I can just go into my garden, and because I say it all the time that my garden is a manifestation of the things that are happening in my life. And when I tell you how green my garden is right now, it is definitely a manifestation of what's going on in my life. I was like, before I thought I was happy with pouring into everybody else, doing everything for everybody else, but I never thought that it would feel good to be being selfish. And that's just where I am right now at this time. I've been somebody who used to getting up with my kids every morning, 5:30, reading to them, praying with them, all kinds of stuff like that. And now it's just like I'm in a place where I'm not doing any of that stuff. I've done it. My oldest is 34 years. Well, I always say my oldest is 34 years old. When in actuality, my oldest is 40 years old because you all know my mom passed away early, and she left me three of her younger kids, and so I ended up raising them. Got my sister, and she was 15 years old, and I had no clue what to do with a 15-year-old, but with me and my husband teaming up together, we figured it out. So, but yeah, I've been, and when my mama started having kids, I've been raising kids since I was 11 years old. Not having a clue of what I was doing, but I may be black, and I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. I'm here. That's my color purple spiel for the day. TC knows, Shakira knows, the silence says everything. Yeah, Dana, absolutely. I tried to work it out after we lost our son, but I'm good. I've learned you can't fix stupid. Ooh, Shakira. See, I've been through that too. One of my sons passed away, and it was like, even during the time when my son passed away, I had people that was telling me not to cry when my son passed away. Can you imagine that you were surrounded by people that's telling you, "Oh, man, I had people that come through and say, I ain't gonna give you no hug. I ain't gonna give you no hug because I don't want you to start crying." Is the craziest thing, and you don't want me to cry, but just not even the day before, my son, I find him at 2 something in the morning because he didn't wake up for his feeding. I find him at 2 something in the morning. And then this is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got a person already telling me that they don't want to hug me because they don't want me to start crying. Oh, don't cry, don't cry. It's like, what the hell you supposed to do with this right here? What are you supposed to do that with that? Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it ain't for you to fix, Shakira, inval invalidating your cry. Yeah, no, just, and again, I say it's not really about you shedding your tears. It's about the person that's standing in front of you. What have they gone through, and somebody's disregarded their tears or whatever. It's like, if I give a person a hug and they start crying, I'm gonna hold on to them a little bit longer and let them know that it's all right. It's all right that you cried. It's all right. Um, and for me, it doesn't bother me to be around somebody that's crying. Used to, I start crying with people when they cry. But lately I'm just like, yeah, I don't have to cry with you. I know what it feels like to be in that place. I'm no longer in that place. I'm in a place of where, like, I can help or talk a person through those types of situations or whatever. But yeah, don't make it about you. It's something internally wrong with the one that you're talking to that's going through that. Dana, it's 51 years. I still cry. Jesus Christ. Yep. Ain't nothing wrong with it. God gave you tears for a reason. And Tashana is spitting wisdom along with these folks here. Very blessed to find you today. I appreciate you finding me, Lula. I usually, like, I come in and I go to my thing. I don't have a lot to say a lot of times, but I like I'll hit the live button, because I know eventually whatever it is that I'm supposed to talk about, y'all forgive me for the noise that's coming through right now. I hit the live button because eventually I know somebody's gonna come through, or some conversation is gonna come along that I was meant to be here and talk about. And sometimes I feel so awkward when I hit the button and I don't have, you get a lot of people that say in the chat, you should write on a piece of paper, or you should make up a plan or something before you come on here. I don't need to come on here with no plan, because every day that I get up, the first thing I say is, Lord, what will you have me do today? What is our plans? What is our plans for today? Not as what my plan is for today, but Lord, what is our plans for me for today? Um, and then we just gonna let it flow from there. And so, I really, like, I can see one thing in the chat or whatever, and it can start a whole conversation. We'll be on here talking for hours. Cause see, I thought every time I come on here, I always think I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna be on here for 30 minutes. Let me show them this right quick, and then it turned into, a whole conversation. But this conversation that we having on here today has, whew, know how you feel like you got a praise break real quick. Hey, stop. Yeah, I just feel like, very amazing. Like, sooner or later you will connect with the people you supposed to connect with. Um, Thank you, Sugar. He was 4 months old. He passed 15 minutes after I had him from for a nap. The first year after his passing, his dad would ask, "What the f am I crying?" Shakira, let me tell you something. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Girl, I went through a similar situation as that, but it was a little bit more turned up than that. When they took my baby to the emergency room, and our situation was so amped up, they didn't even the fire department made it to our house first. So they took my baby to the hospital in a fire truck. Um and when we got there, his daddy wanted to fight me. Not it's I don't want y'all to think it's my husband that I'm with now. Because I think during that time, it's like I was so broken at that time. I could not believe that was happening to me, because that was my worst fear ever in the world. Um, but yeah, he wanted to fight me, and I'm gonna tell you some of the words that he said to me. He said he knew that he should have took his baby away from me and let his other girlfriend help him raise the baby. Words spoken to me right at the hospital. Yes, ma'am. So no, I done been through some very hurtful things in my life. Very hurtful things. So I understand just what you're saying. And then from there, um, him and my brother was there. So then him and my brother was about to fight at the hospital. And I mean it was a mess. But I just my sister in law um at the time was wise enough to just be like, come on, let's go. And you know, took me away from the hospital. But yeah, some crazy, crazy things, because they feel your cries. They feel their cries are blaming them, so they don't accept. Yeah, it be all about the things, and then the truth be told, have you ever seen him cry about it? Probably, most likely not. But it doesn't mean that they don't cry about it. They learn how to be so hard that, the only thing they know how to give out is the hardness that they've been given. They didn't have a soft place to land at. So now they don't know how to give you that soft place to land until like it comes around and smack them upside the head. And so sometimes we have to give them grace too. Not all the time, but I'm telling you, some of them came from places where they didn't have nobody that shows them um, any of that type of stuff. But, you know, another way too of like knowing you got sons and stuff like that. Don't make it hard for them. Let that be daddy's thing to deal with. You be a soft place for your sons to be able to land, because you also teaching them at a time. um what do you do when you get a girlfriend, a wife, your kid's mother in that situation? Do they know how to deal with that situation instead of being the same thing, as what they grew up with? Your lives are so inner reflective therapy. Thank you, T. Sherelle. And I'm the only thing I don't know much about anything. The only thing I know is about my life and the experiences that I have been through. And that's why I call this channel Life with Tashana, because that's all I got to give over here. I don't know much about anything. I just know where my life has been, the changes that I've been through. I mean, you can just about name it. I'm pretty sure anything y'all name in here, I can give you something to that effect of I've been there. I've been through it. So, you know, oh yeah, Dana is in on it. Yes. Awesome. That you can garden. It's winter in Canada, and I miss the healing of the garden. Oh, so Dana, you garden too. Child, look at them. Yes. Yeah, I know it's cold over there. Um but yes, here in Florida, like we can garden all year round. If the temperature up in like the maybe the 30s. The last I've known is we got down in the 30s. I think maybe 29 in the past 3 years may have been the lowest that we've been to. But yeah, it don't never dip long enough for like it to like really destroy your garden or nothing like that. You may have to put some sheets over some stuff. Or, we ain't had none of those. We ain't had none of those days. Yeah, you still see. I still got tomatoes growing on my tomato plants and stuff out there. But you know, it is what it is. Um, the coolness that come here, don't it? Right now it feels like a day on the beach out here right now. It ain't even, it's not cold or no nothing. And if I get in the sun, I'll probably be having to move around again, so it get hot in the sun. Had a sweet nephew who passed this way. We sunny now. We only know on this side why he always allows these things, but you will never get over it until you see him again. Yeah, it's something that be in the back of my mind. It doesn't affect me like it used to. He would be 20. He would be in right now he would be almost 30 years old right now. Um and I can talk about it without shedding tears and stuff about it, but like if I go back and dig into what all happened around that time, it probably make me shed some tears because I ain't never really dealt with all of that right there. I think I dealt with him passing and everything like that, but like to deal with and go back and like think about all of the stuff that happened during that time. Yeah. I think y'all. I haven't had anyone to talk to about this, and I feel a weight lifted from me. I love y'all. We love you too over here, Shakira. Yes, we do. Yeah, when I look truly, when I say, um, I don't usually come on here with like an agenda of whatever to talk about. If I do come on here and I have something that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to start it off right from the beginning. Some of the people that have been over here with me for a long time, they know when I hit the live button, I'm already talking about what I'm talking about, and I ain't paying attention to the chat because I need to get out of me whatever is going on the inside of me. And maybe later on, I will answer some questions. Sometimes I just hit the end button because right now at that time I'm focused on myself. But when I say we can talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about over here in this chat, I really mean that. And even if you come through and I'm speaking on something like, if I ask you how you feeling today, I'm genuinely asking you how you feeling today, and whatever that, if you feel like you got something you need to get off your mind, go ahead and get it off your mind. If I got to jot down a note and we have to come back to it later on, we'll come back to it. But that's just how I flow over here for right now. Now I don't know, people able to change or whatever. I might change it up later on down the line or whatever. But so far, I like having regular old conversations. When I have conversations with people, we don't stay on one one conversation at all. We have 500 conversations in one conversation. So that's how it kind of flow over here. I'm on the phone with y'all. That's all. That's all. Oh, I knew. That's for you found him. Oh, I send you love. Yep. Um, that's what I love, is a person who is willing to hold on to you through your tears. Yeah, you don't. Sometimes you be pushing your issues off onto other people, and everybody ain't built. Everybody is not built for that. Um, So it is what it is. My cousin told me don't start that shit and hung up. Ooh, the week after yeah. And you know what? Sometimes it don't really hit anybody, and they don't really apologize to you about any of that stuff until they find themselves in a situation similar to that. And then you end up when they end up in a situation close to yours on, you don't give them the same energy that they gave you. You don't give it to them. You go ahead because you already know. um I know what it feels like to be here, and I know how you treated me when I was there, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different for you. And they'll see it later. People project their numbness and pains onto others so they don't have to feel it. Absolutely. Have family like this. My parents lost 3 kids too. Wow, that is a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. Um, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing your stories. I feel so warm and lifted and touched to have met you all. Same here, Phoenix. Same here. This is a beautiful midday blessing. Absolutely. I feel like we was at Bible study, don't we? A family tragedy, and you wouldn't believe the ignorant mess people say many decades later, even especially family. Yes. Hey, Shamika. Hey, I ain't even see you come in. I'm behind it. I'm behind in the chat. You know how when I start rambling on, talking and stuff, then I don't be caught up with the chat. But I'm gonna go through each one of the messages. I don't know what's gonna happen when I ain't able to read every single message that scrolled through. But we'll see. Hey, Tashana, how are you? I'm doing really good today. We just in here having our regular conversations. How you doing today, Shamika? I need a plan. I need a plan. The conversation is just as organic as your garden. Absolutely. But I'm telling you, Shakira, if sometimes you're going through something, you never know what somebody else got inside of them or how they can encourage you to go through the process that you're going through. Sometimes you just gotta consider yourself worthy of being able to get it out you. And if somebody's inviting you to be able to do that, and that's just the space that I'm in right now. God forgive me if, you know, charge it to my head and not my heart if I switch it up later on down the line. But this is the area that I'm in right now. Is something I've always said is that I used to talk on the phone and be on the phone all day long, talking to different people and everything, people that was going through things and everything. And I just said, I don't want to be like into people's stuff personally like that. But like, if I had like somewhere to go and then I could just share with a lot of people at one time, because on the phone it can get very, very personal. You get more and more information about stuff, and I feel like having a lot of information about a whole bunch of things instead of just like giving like how you got through your situations and stuff. It's heavy for me because like I can feel people's pain and stuff like that. So I don't want to be that deep into it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like if you can just like be able to say what it is about how you feel about something that happened to you or whatever, you just never know. Maybe it'll turn into a conversation like it is today. I don't feel no heaviness at all from the conversations that we've had on here today. I feel, you know, light as a feather. I really do. I feel like, and sometimes when you are having personal conversations with somebody, you can get off the phone, and because you have so much information, you can feel weighed down and heavy. It's like you done stole their burdens from them, and now you walking around with them. And so that's what I didn't want anymore. And I'm telling you, when I get up off of here, it's and I'm telling you, this has been happening. There has been nothing that's happened on here, on YouTube, that I get up off of here and I just feel so heavy and weighed down as I have when I've been on the phone having conversation, personal conversations with people. So I feel freed when I get up off of YouTube. I really do. Um, Flowers to all. Thank you, Lou. Same to you. Very spirit building, and I thank you for your beauty from ashes. You're welcome. Cause he felt guilty. He wasn't crying. Oh Lord, the enemy works overtime through people, don't he? Oh, absolutely. And you know what? If the enemy doing that right now, that's what his job is. If all of us did our job the way the enemy did, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah, them generational curses. And his mama told me if I got a hobby, I wouldn't be so sad. Ooh, I wouldn't be so sad. Mind you, nobody on his side of the family had ever met any of my children that we have together, and they lived left. Charlie was that probably worked out the best way. That probably worked out the best way. Danny, you are sharing good stuff. Love to teach one of you. Love to each one of you. May Heavenly Father watch over you, protect you, and guide you. It's been a blessing to meet you all. I have to go. Till next time, Tashana. See you later, Phoenix. Thank you. Love you too. And I appreciate you for everything that you do over here. Absolutely everything. Um, do you grow flowers or produce? I grow produce. Yes, I grow fruit, um, vegetables, all of that good stuff right there. I don't grow flowers. My kids, I have a daughter that be into like that kind of stuff. I'm into planting stuff that's gonna feed you. And I still, but I kind of be looking at my the stuff that I grow. It be like flowers to me. As long as I see green, I'm just happy as can be. And Dana, before you came on here, I actually did a garden tour. So probably at the end of this video, go back to the beginning of it, and you can actually, not all the way to the beginning, but you can go back and you can see I did a garden tour of pretty much everything and where I used to go where I used to grow stuff at that I'm getting back into or whatever. But you can see it on this video right here. He's always with you in spirit. Yes. Yes, he absolutely will. Uh, um, you maybe should use stream. You think so, Korean? I need to go back to my stream yard. Life Before Adam, you have a good attitude. Thank you, Life Before Adam. This is the first time I've seen you in here. Welcome to the channel. I have to go, but anyone that wants a free love angel reading, message me. Have a blessed day, beautiful people. This is the party line for real, for real people. Okay, come on through. Hi, Dio. The first time I seen you in here. Welcome to the channel. Shakira, cuz, and that side of the family sounds like they haven't felt that hurt yet. Yep, exactly. When they, some people don't know what it's like, to have those kinds of things. And so to say to somebody that maybe if you find a hobby, you wouldn't be so sad, child, please. Child, please. Even the Bible speaks of there's a time to grieve and it's a time to not. And so sometimes when you ain't had a chance to grieve something, it keeps showing up in your life because you haven't grieved properly about it. So, yeah, there's a time, and it's a time for healing too. Exactly the same cousin lost her son's father and her boyfriend a year apart. I hate to do it, but I just looked at him. Yep. Big time gardeners. Be blessed, Dana. But in all of it, my pastor always said, God will pull you through. If you can stand the pull, yeah, you do your best, and then He'll do the rest. He will do, as long as He know you putting your best foot forward. He'll do the rest. Absolutely. Because I'm telling you, all the stuff that I've been through, child, I'm telling you, ain't no reason for me to be here but God. No reason at all. Though I've never felt like taking myself out or anything like that, I tell y'all all the time that there's definitely been days that I just wish don't allow me to wake up. I've said it. It's times that I'm not. I've never been in a place where I got there exactly where I wanted to do anything to myself, but it's definitely been times that I just wish that I didn't wake up. And now my whole thing is very, very different. It's like I love waking up and seeing what the day is going to bring, and what's new going to happen in my life, and whatever is coming forward or whatever, I know I'm going to make it through it, because I have a purpose. There is a purpose for me being here, and if it is things that cause me to cry tears or whatever it is here to make me stronger than what I am today and the next day. Every day I wake up, I know I'm stronger than the day before. That's for sure. We all eventually go through things, but it's what we do with the pain. Absolutely, we have our responsibility. with it that determines if people share or are vampires. Oh, come through, Lulu. Come through. Yes. What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna try to use it against me? Are you gonna help pray me through it? You know, you just some of those people you have to figure out, is it somebody who is going to be trying to take from you? Are they going to add to it and try and help you through it? And not, and don't get it twisted. Don't take on nobody else's burdens or the issues that they're going through, because their issues are there for a reason, especially those of us who all know that you've been through a whole bunch of stuff, or whatever. Those things aren't there to, what they say, what don't unalive you make you stronger. Absolutely. And that's true. But hey, Harry Grace, how you doing today? Hope all is well with you. Thank you again for coming through. um but y'all, we done been on here for what was supposed to be a 30-minute live, done um turned into almost 2 hours of conversation. And it has been an amazing conversation, I feel like. Really, really. But I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. I really appreciate y'all for coming through over here with Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. This was supposed to be like a in the garden live, and it ended up being one of our conversations at nighttime. The late night conversations. But I enjoyed every bit of it. And this is also the home of the high class gardeners. And what does that mean, Miss Shauna? High class gardeners is just, over here we don't deal with snakes, bugs, and worms, and also frogs. And we don't deal with those things out in the garden. Well, how you get that stuff off of your garden? I got a husband and I got kids and stuff that ain't scared of those things right there. And probably one of these days I'm gonna be in a place where I ain't scared of those things. But I don't deal with none of them. You know how sometimes people can show up as those types of things, and we don't deal with none of them either. We'll pray for them, but we don't deal with them. But and the high class gardener also, we just make sure at all times we're growing something. We're growing something. And like what I do, I connect whatever I'm growing to my real life. I showed y'all a couple of things that got some weeds and things around it. It's just like in your real life, you got some things that are really, really beautiful, some things that are semi beautiful, and some things that need to be weeded out. Chunk them out. Eventually, we'll get around to it where we weed those things out. But, you know, and if you're interested in being a high class gardener, and know this channel is not all about gardening, but, we talk about the garden on every day. But if you're interested in doing that, all you have to do is hit the like and the subscribe button, and you can be a high class gardener too. So NGL people like Miss Tashana have gotten me through struggles. And yeah, I'm about to end my live in just 1 second. Go ahead and do it. It's all right. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that loud. Shana have got me through struggles and learned me in a way family couldn't. Frankly, I believe you are saints, we others, and don't see you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I choose to live when look like the other, when it only looks like when it looks like the only option. That's right. Choose life, Shakira. Choose life. You are here. There's a purpose for you to be here. Same thing as me. Choose life. Choose life. Hey, homesteader Raquel. Thank you for joining us over here. We getting ready to end our live. You welcome to go back and see the replay. We done been through a whole bunch of ups and downs. We done toured through the garden, and we done had a good old conversation out here in the garden. So I appreciate you for coming through. And you all that didn't hit the like button, I appreciate if you do hit the like button. And if you don't want to, then you don't have to. We ain't gonna hold it against you. But I really appreciate y'all for coming through. Great chat. Check it out. You all are amazing. You all are amazing too. Not just me talking through the screen, but everybody that is here. If you putting your best foot forward every day and doing the things you deem to be right in your life, and only if God is pleased with you, then so are we. You are an amazing person, and I hope to see you all the next time. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later.